Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another lesson. I want to entitle this lesson, Stay Ready. We are getting closer to Jacob's trouble. And for those of you who didn't know, Jacob's trouble is talking about a prophecy of a time on earth that there's never been. A very, very dangerous, a very, very violent time where it's going to be a lot of evils that's about to take place. A lot of people are about to get taken out. Okay, Jacob's trouble is going to be the most time on earth that there's never been, where it's going to be a lot of people getting taken out during that time, and a lot of people are not going to make it through Jacob's trouble. But as the scripture says, the elect of Israel is going to be good. See, the Lord is going to have protection. He's going to have that tawah for his elect, that mark of exemption, that spiritual mark of exemption for the elect. But for the others, they're going to be through out here. See, that's why, Lord's willing, we are of the elect. We call ourselves the hopeful elect because we know we're coming into a very, very serious time. We're living in a time to where this wicked kingdom we currently living in, Esau's wicked kingdom, NATO and the EU, Babylon the Great, this is going to be the last. This is the last wicked empire. There will be no more. After this place is destroyed during World War III, them thermonuclear missiles and them lasers coming off the chariots when Yahweh Shai comes back, once this place is completely taken down, out of power and destroyed, then the kingdom of heaven is going to be set up right here on earth to where the Israelites, we're going to rule. See? But the difference is we're receiving an everlasting kingdom. A kingdom that will never end. So with that, in the news, what's hot lately is this Baltimore bridge collapse. There's a lot of things, a lot of speculation about what happened and how it happened. And Esau, he's always up to something, but we know that the Lord is putting the spirit on these devils to move faster, and we need it to happen. See, we need all of these prophecies to come to pass in order to get to the kingdom. So, hey, every time we see something, we're going to bring it out. Now, this is coming out of The Guardian. TheGuardian.com. It says, Baltimore bridge collapse. U.S. braces for supply chain disruption. It says downing of Francis Scott Key Bridge disrupts shipping of cars and parts and risk loss of Boston's or Baltimore's cargo, trade, and other ports. Now, I'm going to play this short video.
It's a huge economic impact for the country, for everybody who is buying cars, for everybody who is buying farm equipment. We're the largest port in the country that does that. So this is not just impacting Maryland. This is impacting that farmer in Kentucky. It's impacting that auto dealer in Michigan. And so it is imperative that we get this bridge rebuilt. It's imperative that we get the Port of Baltimore back up and going. And it's not just about how are we supporting Maryland. This is about how we're supporting the American economy. Top priority for me right now is still the recovery. We've got to bring these families closure. I promise these families that I would instruct every single asset that we have to focus on that search and rescue, air, land, and sea assets to focus on search and rescue. Now that we've transitioned to the recovery phase, my promise to them is this: I will devote every single resource to making sure that you receive closure.
Okay, there you have it. This was a very, very important bridge, which had a lot of trade and commerce going on with the different trucks and travels going across that bridge. It's going to have a major impact on the economy. It says The U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete, what is this, Budwig or whatever, it says, warned of a major protracted impact to supply chains following the closure of the port of Baltimore for the foreseeable future after Tuesday's catastrophic bridge collapse. Though some experts say the impact was likely to be targeted to particular regions and industries, you best believe this is going to affect millions of people. People probably just say, hey, that was crazy. That bridge just went down. Not only was people taken out on that bridge who was working on that bridge, I think they say like 6 or 8 people got taken out, got deleted. But this whole thing with that bridge being out is going to affect a lot of people, millions of people. People, like I said, people just think it's just a bridge that went down, but it's going to affect the economy. And it's leading to the complete collapse of this dollar, which we know they're getting rid of. They're getting rid of this paper dollar. They're going to the digital currencies, that CBDC system, to where they're going digital. All of these banks that are left are going to be digital. Why? Because they're making way for the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast. It's going to be linked to that digital system that they're setting up. And when you see things like this happening, which is going to affect the economy, that all is linked into that. It says spanning more than 2 kilometers with 4 lanes of traffic, the Francis Scott Key Bridge, a vital artery in Baltimore's industrial heartland, took 9 years to plan and almost 5 to build, but came down in under a minute after being struck by a cargo ship in the early hours of Tuesday. At least 6 people are presumed deleted after the bridge collapsed into the Patapsco River. It says the state of Maryland has declared a state of emergency. It says the Maryland governor Westmore said the disaster was heartbreaking. It says the missing all members of construction crew filling potholes. It was people on that bridge filling potholes when that bridge went down. It says were described as hard-working, humble men. It says, and are reported to have been from Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, and Mexico. Those could be all Israelites. See, all of those places, we had Israelites there from the 12 tribes. It says, in addition to the devastating impact on the families of those who lost their lives, it says there are questions about the possible effects on the global economy, still reeling from C9 shocks and the Red Sea crisis, which have disrupted supply chains. It says, I'll read a little bit more, and then I want to get into some other video clips. It says, on Tuesday, Joe Biden called the bridge one of the most important elements supporting the U.S. Northeast economy. It says its collapse, in effect, shut off access to one of the busiest and most important ports in the country. So this thing is serious, man. This wasn't just no ordinary bridge. This bridge was handling a lot of commerce, millions of dollars of commerce and products, cars, all types of car parts, a whole lot of things that makes this economy go. That was affected. And even if they do rebuild it, it's going to take at least, 4 or 5 years to rebuild? Should we be out of here? Lord's will. We don't see this place going on much longer. See, with all of the signs and all of the prophecies that we see coming to pass, we are very, very close to the end of this thing. Now, from there, I want to get a few video clips. Let's start out with this video clip here.
We're right next to the Key Bridge.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Like, all them people on the bridge just died, dude.
Oh my God.
The Key Bridge sinking. The bridge is gone. Holy hell.
Hey, welcome to 2024. Any and everything can happen at any time. See, we're looking for all types of things to go down in 2024. This is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. So as you saw there, you saw the Key Bridge just go down after this tanker, this boat, this huge tanker boat crashed into it, ship that is, crashed into one of the columns, taking down this bridge. Hey, and we're going to get into some other videos because, you know, this Esau's always up to something. Esau always doing something, okay? And that boat or that cargo ship wasn't the only thing affecting this bridge, and we're going to get into that. Let's hit this next clip. Here we go.
Just keep watching this area here. Yeah, watch the fire and the molten metal spewing off as the bridge collapses. Watch. Goes along. Watch. Look. See that? Look.
Boom.
Little explosions. Okay? Why is a bridge that's been hit by a ship over there having explosions over here? Keep watching. Let's keep watching it. Look. Bang. Explosion, explosion. Both at the top and the bottom. Explosion, explosion again.
Boom.
More smoke coming out of it. Look, on fire as it's going down.
You can see
there
the
we
flash
go, right
of the
there,
fire,
on fire.
and you can clearly see
Ready?
the smoke.
Look, here's the smoke in the air here. Keep
Clearly.
watching. Look, watch it again. Watch. Watch here. Look, fire, 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 fire. See?
Boom.
Steam as it hits the water.
And the thing is,
Funny, look,
when you
more
look at
fire.
this video, I'm going to rewind it back just a little bit.
Fire, 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 fire.
When you look at this video, we know that down here is where the ship hit the pillar on the other end, and we see this right here. We see the fire and the smoke in that area. What caused the other end down there to fall? If this is breaking off, what down there was affected? Wasn't that linked up to something? It's just too easy. Let me continue to roll.
Fire, 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 fire. See?
See
Steam as it hits the water.
Coming up soon, and we'll bring you that as soon.
Funny, look, more fire, loads of fire. They demolished the bridge, people. Wake the fuck up. Distraction story again.
Our website.
Hey, you can't put nothing past these devils. They're always doing something that when you see, as you see that bridge go down, it reminds you of the towers, the Twin Towers. We saw how those towers went down. When those planes hit, those suckers just went straight down. Now let's go to this next clip. Yep. Now this is the tanker ship crashing, cargo ship crashing into the pillar, moving at 8 times the speed. You see that? I'm going to play that one more time. Because when you speed it up, you can see how it made a sharp turn. See that? Boom. Looks intentional to me. See that? And as soon as it touched it, the whole thing went down. Just the touch, boom, the whole thing just fell. Hey, you can't be, hey, don't be blind. Do not be blind. See, this thing has got Esau written all over it. This devil's always doing stuff. But hey, this is the Lord. The Lord have this devil moving to whatever he needs to get done at this time. See, because everything has to come to pass. Let's get this next clip. Where this guy, he's going to get into who was owning. See, I remember seeing this video with this lady. I didn't really know who she was. She supposedly made a mistake and threw the car in reverse and went into a pond and didn't make it. Let's roll it.
All right, guys. News alert. Everyone should know this, okay? So the shipping container here that just took down the bridge in Baltimore, okay? There's a little backstory. Let's get into it real quick. This is going to blow your mind. So this is Angela Chao, who just so happens to be Mitch McConnell's sister-in-law. Yeah, Mitch McConnell, the senator. Well, she is the CEO of the shipping company that ship was connected to. But it just so happens 6 days ago, this girl died. So basically, now tell me if this doesn't sound suspicious. Her blood levels, her alcohol blood levels were 3 times the legal limit. On top of that, this is what happened. She was driving her Tesla when it went into reverse on its own into a pond where she drowned. Okay? Tell me that's not a coincidence, y'all. Okay? So, like, the CEO, now mind you, she's a billionaire. Okay? She is loaded. Okay? So, like, they just took her out, and then all of a sudden, 5-6 days later, here comes down the bridge. So, just a little shady, but I thought the world should know.
Hey, that's how Esau rolls. Always something. We knew as the days went by, more and more things would come out about this cargo ship taking this bridge down. As you can see, the owner, the CEO, is the one that got. If you all have seen it, she was the one that got taken out in that Tesla that went into reverse and went into that pond, and then she was through. Now, just to back this up, I got this. Let me see here. I know I have it. Yep. I pulled her up. Angela Chao. It says Angela Chao was an American businesswoman who was the CEO of the Foremost Group. And as you can see here, the headlines of CNN, Angela Chao was intoxicated when she drove into a lake. Angela Chao, the shipping company CEO and sister-in-law of outgoing Senate minority leader Mitch McConnell, was intoxicated when she drove. So, hey, the things that guy was saying is backed up right here. So, yeah, he wasn't making none of that up. As you can see, all of this is linked up. After she got taken out 6 days later, a boat that she's the CEO of, company of, crashes into this bridge. Now, from there, let's get this next video clip.
The bridge was structurally intact before the ship slammed into it, but the ship has a bad track record. In 2016, it crashed into a stone wall at a port in Belgium.
Before I continue, this clip is basically Esau doing his repair work, basically putting his spin on the whole thing. Let me roll that back again.
The bridge was structurally intact before the ship slammed into it, but the ship has a bad track record. In 2016, it crashed into a stone wall at a port in Belgium, damaging its stern.
So right there, he just said that the bridge was good. The bridge was solid. So he wants you to take your focus off of anything that possibly could have been on the bridge or happened to the bridge other than it being hit. He said the structure was solid. And then he said that the ship that hit it has a bad track record. See?
Just last year, while the vessel was being inspected in Chile, they found it had propulsion and auxiliary machinery issues. The companies that chartered and operated this cargo ship are foreign. It flew under a Singapore flag and was commissioned by a Danish company. And if they're at fault, they owe us a new bridge. Biden wants to rebuild it with our tax dollars.
It's my intention that the federal government will pay for the entire cost of reconstructing that bridge. And I expect the Congress to support my effort.
Now, this bridge is going to take years to rebuild and cost us billions. And now Baltimore, one of the East Coast's busiest ports, is paralyzed. We export cars, coal, construction materials, everything out of that harbor. And every day the port's closed, $9 million disappears. The governor says the bridge...
Hey, as you can see, they through. It's through. This bridge is done. This bridge is done. Take about 5 years to build another one. This thing is done, man. We at the end of this thing now. So they gonna everything that they were doing with all of the commerce going across that bridge is gonna all have to be rerouted some kind of way, because it ain't gonna never happen again on that bridge. Okay, that bridge is through, and like I said, building another one will be 5 years. And say you can see this devil, he's up to something. He's always doing something, but everything is moving towards the end. Every move this devil makes is leading towards the end of his kingdom and in the beginning of the kingdom of heaven, in which we hastening the day. We can't wait for Yahushua to come back to deliver us. Lord willing, we're of that number, and for him to destroy this place. This place is all at an all-time level of wickedness. It's time. So when we see things like this, hey, expect it. Expect there to be more and more and more. Things are about to get more and more dangerous and a lot more evil. Now, we'll get this last video clip and then we get some scriptures. Let me see here. Yep, this right here is another bridge that's in New Jersey and also linked to New York. Check this out. This is the George Washington Bridge. You see that damage under there? I'm gonna pull it back. I'm gonna pull it back. See that? Look at that. You got cars and trucks riding over that bridge as we speak. But look at this damage under here. See? You got to be thinking, what's next? See, as I think about these bridges and that bridge that just went down, that key bridge that just went down, and looking at this bridge, it reminds you of that movie in I Am Legend, that scene to where they had to keep everybody in there, and all of a sudden they took that bridge out. And by taking that bridge out in that movie, nobody was able to get out of there. That's what this reminds me of. Just thinking about these bridges. Now, from there, let's get some scriptures, and then I got a couple quick articles, and we close out. Let's start out in the book of 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. 1 second. One second. Okay, there we go. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, we are not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of his devices. This is his MO. He's always doing things to bring about, what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring the NWO. So when you think back to the Twin Towers and even to the recently with this bridge, this is all moving towards what they want. They want to completely take out this current system and try to set up their NWO. But as the scripture said, they're only going to get so far. And then the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, is going to rain down fire on this place. That thermonuclear destruction and them lasers coming off them chariots. So, we're not ignorant. We see this devil. We see how he moves. We know how we see these things. These things are supposed to happen. He's supposed to do this last set of wickedness just before Yahweh shall come back and destroy this man's kingdom. Now, this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, and verse 15. Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Circumspectly. We need to be watching 360 degrees. Everything that's going on, we're watching. We're watching for all of the prophecies. We're watching all the news. We're seeing the articles. We're seeing the videos. Okay, everything that we need to be doing as prophets. And we're bringing it out. See, the Lord is moving. He's visiting this place just like he said he would. And we're here to prophesy, to tell you all of the things that the Lord is doing. It says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. A lot of people are starting to realize that this place is wicked. This place is getting more and more evil. That's the Lord doing this. He getting ready to judge this place. And the judgments, as we can see, even in the news, are just going up and up and up. Soon, people are going to be taken out in large numbers. See, the Lord is just warming up. He's got all of these different plagues, pestilences, earthquakes that's been taking people out, these droughts, these floods. He's just warming up. He is just warming up. And this thing, like I said, is going to continue to ramp up and get more and more dangerous and a lot more evil. We living in evil times. And we thank the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai that he's with us, that he's protecting us. Now, let's go here to Jeremiah, because I know some people, they call us the prophets of doom. All y'all talk about is gloom and doom, bad things. What else are we supposed to be doing? How would you like for something to be coming at you and not to be warned? See, the whole point is to be warned so that you know ahead of time. That's what we do. We prophesy. Prophesy is to say before. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied, both against mighty countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. And here we are back again. As the scripture says, the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. This is the way the Lord has always done it. Anytime you reaching the end of a kingdom or reaching the end of an empire, the Lord puts his prophets out there to warn the people, to tell you exactly what's about to happen before it happens. See, this is the time now to return to the Lord. You need to repent. If you need to repent, if you're not living right, this is the time to turn from your wicked ways. Because the Lord is getting ready to start taking people out, man. It's finna get real, real serious out here. This is no time. This is no playtime. This is not a time for peace. This is not a time for partying. Okay, having these Passovers to where guys are sitting on thrones and people are in this festive mood. We are not in a time of mirth. See, we're living in a time of mourning. The Lord is finna start taking you jakes out. It's finna get serious in this place. And we warning you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Now from there, let's get this in second address. Chapter 15 and verse 18. Second address, chapter 15 and 18. It says, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed. It says, and men shall be afraid. So we coming into a time where men, okay, the men are going to be afraid. See, we understand women, you could be a spider or a mouse or whatever, and a woman could be scared of something like that. But we're coming into a time where the men are going to be afraid. See, the Lord is going to bring such an evil time on this earth that no one has ever seen. So you jakes out there, you wicked jakes, you ain't seen nothing yet. See, the Lord knows, okay? He knows how to get you. And that's exactly what he's going to do. It says, verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, meaning just break in and just take stuff because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. That's the times we're coming into, a time where the average person, you ain't not going to be able to trust. That same person you thought was cool is going to be vying for you. It's going to be every man for themselves. Everybody is going to be trying to look out for themselves in that time. See, but the elect of Israel, we got the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai protecting us and guiding us. Lord's will. And it's like it says here, a man will have no pity upon his neighbor. See, when you don't have nothing to lose, you lose it. Why would somebody at a time to where everything is dire and desperate, no food, no water, no shelter, no means to live, people are going to be doing any and everything in the time that we're coming into. As a matter of fact, before I get these last scriptures, I want to pull this out because we got a major eclipse coming. And I came across this. April the 8th is going to be a major eclipse. It's going to cut through Babylon the Great. And when you put it together with the eclipse that happened in 2017, it's going to form an X over Babylon the Great. Real quick, this is from NASA, ScienceNasa.gov. It says NASA to launch sounding rockets into moon shadow during solar eclipse. It says NASA will launch 3 sounding rockets during the total eclipse on April the 8th to study how the Earth's upper atmosphere is affected when sunlight momentarily dips over a portion of the planet. Hey, for whatever they doing, they got their reasons. See, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to go into real details with this thing, but they're going to shoot 3 rockets at the eclipse. Have you ever heard of such a thing? There's been many eclipses, but you never read or seen a story like this where NASA is going to be launching 3 sounding rockets, see, during the total eclipse on April the 8th. This is another strange thing that's happening. Unusual. Hey, but we living in that time. And this next article or this next clip of information is talking about how they're going to power up CERN. That collider, that major collider that smashes protons together, smashes atoms. They're going to turn that thing on. They're going to reactivate it on the same day of the eclipse. It says, why? It says, this is from Nick Hinton. It says, why is CERN being reactivated on April the 8th, the same day as the infamous eclipse? Supposedly, the particle collider can accelerate protons to a rate that is only 7 miles per hour slower than the speed of light, resulting in 11,000 trips around its ring per second. It says after CERN started its Awake experiment in 2016, conspiracy theorists were convinced CERN was opening portals in the sky when photos were taken near a facility revealed strange electromagnetic storms above it. So it's a lot going on. I just thought I'd bring out these two things, adding to the drama of the eclipse that's coming on the 8th. NASA's going to be shooting 3 rockets, and they're going to activate this CERN system, see this collider, on April the 8th during that major eclipse. And I believe that's what I wanted to get on that. Now let's go back. I want to bring out these last few scriptures and then close it out. This is the book of St. John, chapter 17. And verse 14. This is Yahushua speaking. See, Yahushua himself, he prayed for the elect from the time we're living in right now. Yahushua prayed for us. And he's praying for us now. He's with us now in the heavens. It says, St. John 17 and 14, it says, I have given them thy word, and the world have hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. And that's right, we're not of the world. We don't care about this place. We don't care about Babylon the Great. We don't care about all of the festivities and the things that are happening in the world. We're not about this place. We're not into the partying and having fun and being worldly. The Lord has called us out of this world. We're vexed by this place with all of the wickedness that is happening and that we're around. We're looking forward to being in the kingdom, in a righteous kingdom. It says, I pray not that thou should have taken them out of the world, but thou should have keep them from the evil. See, we thank the Lord Yahushua that he prayed for us. Lord willing, we're of that number to keep us from the evil. See, we're coming into a very, very evil time. And only the Lord Yahushua has power over who's affected by that and who's going to be protected. It says, they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. This world is not talking about the whole world. It's not even talking about all of the Israelites. This is talking about the elect of Israel. See, let me get this word world. And I believe it's going to be cosmos. One second. Yep.
Strong's G 2889. Cosmos. Cosmos.
It says an apt and harmonious arrangement or constitution, an order, a government. This is talking about the Israelites, specifically in this verse, the elect of Israel. That's who Yahushua was praying for. Because you 2/3, you through. He wasn't praying for all of Israel. He was praying for the elect, the remnant, who was selected before the foundation of this world to have salvation and to be delivered in the times that we're living in now. And to have salvation. See, ultimately, the elect is going to get beamed up on those chariots, who people ignorantly call UFOs. Those are the chariots of the Lord. And Yahushua is coming back on one huge chariot, along with the host of angels in which is going to be an innumerable amount of angels, and it's going to blanket the skies. And they're going to deliver the elect from the four winds of the earth, all over the earth, all over this earth. And most of the deliverance is going to be right here. It's going to come right out of Babylon, Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. And Yahweh Shai and the angels, they're going to destroy this place, along with that thermonuclear destruction from those missiles, the weapons of the Lord's indignation. This place is going to be completely destroyed. So as we see these events with these bridges going down, and all of these different events that are coming and that are happening, it's all leading to the end of this man's world, the end of his empire, the end of his kingdom. That's what it's all leading to. At the end of the day, we're getting ready to come into power. We're living at the end of an age. This is a very, very evil and great time to be alive on the earth today. See, we're living in this. It's gonna be some strange things happening. Some very evil events is going to go down. And on the right hand side, the Lord is going to bring a lot of miracles. The Lord is going to show out on the right hand side through his men, his prophets, with spiritual power, and also with the miracles and the angels. So we're living in a time on earth. We're coming into a time on earth that there's never been, where there's going to be very great evils and a lot of people getting taken out, a lot of horrifying events and things coming up. At the same time, the Lord on the right-hand side, he's going to have a lot of miracles and amazing things happening on the right-hand side. So it's going down. It's going down. And with that, I'm going to close out there. Yeah, I'm going to close out there. Keep it timely. I hope that you were edified by this lesson. This has been Stay Ready. We are getting closer to Jacob's trouble. I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.